So the question going around the WWE SmackDown locker room is who done it? Who took out Jade Cargill before the Survivor Series War Games match? So there's a lot of options that you can go with. I'm looking at it from a storyline, business side, and you can look at it from, okay, who do you really think did it? Survivor Series, right? The opponents, Liv Morgan, Rachel. You had Nia Jax. You had Candice LeRae. I don't think any of those women could be candidates. You know, Tiffy time. Tiffy, I don't think they're going to do that. Right now, she's pretty much in a little bit of a face push because of her clean win on SmackDown against Bayley. You got to pretty much have her as a face, right? So you can't have her as the possible one that went after and injured Jade Cargill. Now, between the executives, there's a lot of speculation and hoping and wishing that the one that pulled the trigger was Naomi, because Naomi had a lot to benefit from that. Some people think it might be Bianca Belair too. It could be Naomi if you want to freshen her up and make her a heel. She was a pretty good heel years ago, so we can see how that works out. Bianca Belair, I don't think is an option because she found out during the tournament for the U.S. title, and she subsequently walked out of the match. So it doesn't make sense to have Bianca Belair be the one that did it. Now, I honestly think there's a couple of options that you can go with. You can go with a superstar that's returning, maybe Charlotte Flair. She, like I said in a previous video, she's been heavy on social media. She posted a vignette of her return. You could possibly have the man Becky Lynch. I don't think that's a really good option. You can have a TNA superstar that put a hit out on her, somebody that you want to bring over to the main event roster. Jordynne Grace is a candidate. Honestly, there's a lot of different ways you can go. I think a good way to position this is to bring up an NXT wrestler, mainly Lash. I think if you bring in Lash and you let her be the one that, you know, took her out and maybe made this a pathway to get to the tag titles, and then you can have a nice storyline with those two going into 2025. I think that's a good option. So I think my top two options right now are Charlotte Flair, because I think Charlotte versus Jade Cargill is a big rivalry that we desperately need. You could go that route, or you can bring up somebody like Lash. I think that's the option for me.